welcome to Flossy Insight. Welcome to my YouTube page. Welcome once again. Today's video is really going to be about self-care and self-love, the importance of self-care and self-love. I mean, I know we're so busy these days, we don't even take time to breathe, to inhale, to kind of just have that moment to think, you know. I mean, there's a hustle world, there's a doggy-dog world out there, but we seem to forget about ourselves. But you know what? Self-care is important. It's so important that if you don't look after yourself, you will break down. You will break down. And that's the truth, to be honest. So today I'm going to kind of be pointing out some few things that I do because I work. I'm a working woman. I'm also a mother, and I know it can be so hard juggling all these things together. It's easy for you to get lost and forget yourself, to be honest. So I'll kind of tell you a bit of the things I do to kind of have my moment, my reflective time, so I don't forget about myself, because at the end of the day, you can't give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself, you can't give love. If you don't look after yourself, you can't give the best to somebody else. You can't give the best of you to someone else. And if you don't love yourself, you're not happy. So I'll be pointing out a few things about the importance and what I do personally that has helped me so far with my journey, that's helped me so far in my life, in my career, and also a mother. The first thing I'd say, usually I do night shifts, and usually I try to work out 4 times a week. So I go to the gym, do a bit of 1-hour workouts, because it helps. It really helps, I'm telling you, compared to the time I didn't used to do it. Yes, you feel good outside, but it's very important for you to feel good inside too. And I do get that. I do feel good inside. Whenever I finish, I feel so refreshed. I feel less stressed. I feel like I can even be able to get a very good sleep, a really, really good night's sleep. I'm not joking. The other thing I try to take my time is good skincare routine. I do not joke with that. It's very important that we don't joke with our skin. It's so important. We only have one skin. We have to invest so much in our skincare products. We need to know what sort of skin we've got. We need to know if we need it hydrated, if we know we've got dry skin, do we have oily skin. You need to kind of know what sort of skin you have. So if you're not too sure about that, it's best you go to a dermatologist or something, or try. It's a bit of trial and error. I mean, I had to try certain skin product before I realized and decided on which one that works best for me. Another thing is sleep. Sleep. We should never deprive ourselves of sleep and rest. It's so important. Minimum 7 to 8 hours sleep. You get the best out of yourself. You would not be cranky. You would not be irritated. You would not be agitated. And also, less sleep, to be honest, makes you put on weight. To be honest, it affects your health. It causes insomnia, quite a few things. And I don't think any of us want that. And you don't want to give somebody what you do not have. You don't want to get to the point where you're upset and people are now avoiding you because you're not sleeping. If you don't get enough sleep, you get black eyes, you have saggy eyes, underneath your eyes. And I don't think it's best. So if you can, I know it's so hard. I know some people struggle to get some sleep, but you need to, even if it is to consider taking some herbal teas. I know some herbal tea makes you settle. A nice hot bath makes you settle. I mean, with me, I'd say workout. Gym workout helps me settle, and I have a really, really sound sleep. Apologies, I'll be looking a bit because I have a bit of notes to help me remember. And another thing is, I'm quite a spiritual person, so I take time to pray. I take time out to pray because it kind of gives me that, because you also need that spiritual part of it, the spiritual healing, to be honest. And it's very, very vital, because I mean, you can look at the physical part, you look at the emotional part, you also need to look at the spiritual aspect. So for me, trying to juggle all these things together, honestly, it kind of helps me, makes me be the best that I can be, but for myself, for my family, for my children, and also in my career. The other thing I would say is having a reflective evening. I mean, the world is becoming a world of social media. We get distracted on our phones. We look at constant, updates on what's happening on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. I think time out, just a moment of reflection, just before bed, an hour before bed, just have that time to unwind. It could be a glass of wine, it could be a cup of tea, like me. Just sit down and have that quiet moment with a nice serene music, and that will kind of settle you to sleep. So it's really, really nice, because it helps your brain slowly settle in as well. Healthy eating. I'm a strong believer of you are what you eat. You've got to believe that you are what you eat. If you eat junk, you have the repercussion. If you eat healthy, I'm not a big fan of vegetables, but I try my best. I do try my best and stuff. So healthy eating, to all of us Africans out there who love our rice, our carbohydrates, we need to keep it at minimal. Healthy eating, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, our grains are important. We need to eat at proportion. And you know what, sometimes also you need to consider the kind of job you do also has an effect on what you eat and stuff. So we need to actually consider that. Water is so important. It gives hydration to the body. Hydration gives us moisture. It also builds us, helps our immune system. Honestly, water is very important. We need to invest more in drinking a lot of water. You can't go wrong. Another thing is, you know what, we do have a busy moment and stuff. Sometimes just having that, I appreciate having my space, my own silence. Do what I want to do. Dedicate one day in a week doing exactly what I want to do. No one tells me, no rota, nothing. No routine, nothing. Just me. If I want to stay in bed all day, hell yeah. One day dedicate to yourself. Watch a movie, have a lazy day. Why not? We all deserve a break sometimes. We do deserve a break. So I strongly believe that just appreciating your space. Another thing we also need to consider is the people we surround ourselves with. We also need to remember that we are in control of our inner space. We're in control of our space. We're in control of the people we let into our space. So we need to also remember that when you bring in negativity to you, it's going to make you sad. If you want to be happy, you need to learn to cut certain things away from you. You need to be able to occupy yourself with positive things, things that are empowering, things that will make you happy, things that are motivating, things that builds you up. If it means reading books, I mean, I'm a big fan. I love to read. I love my motivational books. I love my law of attraction. I really love law of attraction. A lot of book about money, finances, properties, whatever, just to build that knowledge. So you need to make good use of your inner space, good use of it. That quietness and who you attract to your space, it's so, so important. The best of the best, you need to be able to have that time to unwind, to meet friends, family, those people, your loved ones, the ones who you can go out, you can party, you can have that moment, you can go on holiday with and stuff. It's so, so, so important. You've got to be able to do that as well. Going out to party, it helps. If you're an outgoing person, some people are not. Some people prefer staying in, whatever makes you happy, hey. But sometimes I do like to party. I'm not gonna lie. It's good because it kind of makes me appreciate, gives me that adrenaline that makes me bounce back. I'm like, yes, I'm able to do this. I'm able to do it again. So you know what, whatever makes you happy. So to be honest, this is kind of what works for me, what has been working for me for the past few years concerning my job, concerning my family and stuff. So, you know, this is just a bit of insight. I don't know if it's going to work for you. You can try it and see, but you know what? I bet one or two things, you put it in action. It's really helpful. It is helpful. So thank you so much once again for watching my channel. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe, to press the subscribe button. I'll appreciate it. And hopefully I see you in my next video. Thank you once again. Thank you. Bye.